Slowly, gently, you become aware, not of a sound, not of a sudden light, but of a subtle shift in the stillness around you. The deep velvet black of the night is softening at its edges, thinning into the faintest gray. You are lying on your bed. It is not soft, but it is familiar. It is home. The frame is made of simple, dark wood, and beneath you, a lattice of woven flax cords gives firm support. A sheet of clean, rough-spun linen covers you. Its texture, a familiar comfort against your skin. Your head does not rest on a pillow, but in the cool, smooth curve of a wooden headrest. It is crescent-shaped, carved from a single piece of sycamore, and it holds your head perfectly, allowing the cool night air to circulate freely. The air in your room is cool and still. The thick, mud brick walls of your home, made from the dark, fertile earth of the Nile's banks, have held the coolness of the night, a gentle shield against the heat that is to come. You can feel this coolness on your skin, a quiet blessing of the dawn. The room is simple. In the dim light, you can make out the shape of a wooden chest, its surface painted with geometric patterns where your clothes and linens are kept. In the corner, a large clay jar holds the day's water, its surface beaded with cool condensation. The floor beneath your bed is hard-packed earth, smooth and cool to the touch. This is your home. It is not a palace of stone, for your wealth is not measured in granite or gold. It is measured in knowledge, in the sacred act of the written word. You are a scribe, a keeper of the order, and your home is a place of quiet focus, a sanctuary of simplicity. Breathe in the cool, still air. Breathe out and feel yourself grounded in this peaceful moment, in this ancient dawn. You swing your legs over the side of the bed, your feet meeting the cool, smooth earth of the floor. You stand, your body feeling rested and whole. You move through the quiet space to the clay jug and pour water into a small bowl. The water is cool, and as you wash your face and hands, you feel the last traces of sleep rinsing away. You are awake. You are present. You dress for the day. A simple kilt of clean white linen, woven from the flax that grows in the vibrant green fields along. Your morning meal is waiting. It is simple, and it is the same every day. A comforting rhythm that begins your waking hours. There is warm, dense flatbread, made from the emmer wheat that is the gift of the Nile. Its taste is wholesome and earthy. Alongside it are a few sweet, sticky dates and dried figs, their natural sugar a gentle burst of energy. You drink from a clay cup. It is not water, but beer, a thick, nourishing beer made from barley, the constant companion to your bread. It is the drink of farmers and pharaohs alike, a fundamental part of the sustenance that flows from this sacred land. As you eat, you are tasting the black earth, the comet. You are tasting the predictable fluid, the nurturing sun. This simple meal is a communion, a quiet act of gratitude for the order of the world, for the blessings of the land that feeds you. Each bite, Each sip connects you to the great, life-giving rhythm of the Nile. The meal is finished. It is time for the day's work to begin. You walk to the entrance of your home and open the solid wooden door. It sits a few feet above the ground, a clever design to keep the ever-present dust of the land from invading your sanctuary. You step out onto the small ramp and into the morning. The world of your village awakens around you, a gentle symphony of sound and scent. The air is filled with the sounds of life, the soft lowing of cattle in a nearby enclosure, the distant, rhythmic thump of a woman grinding grain for the day's bread, the murmur of your neighbors' voices as they greet each other, their words a soft current in the air, the cheerful sound of children's laughter as they begin their morning play. The air carries the story of the village. You can smell the wood smoke from the cooking fires, a thin, blue haze that hangs in the still air. You can smell the rich, almost sweet aroma of bread baking in a communal oven, a scent that speaks of community and sustenance. Beneath it all is the earthy, dusty smell of the ground, the scent of life itself in this land of the sun. The light is changing. Ra, the great god of the sun, is beginning his journey across the sky. His first rays are golden and soft, stretching the shadows of the houses long and sharp across the narrow street. The whitewashed walls of your neighbors' homes glow while the natural earth-brown mud brick of others seems to soak in the warmth. This is the pulse of your world. It is not chaotic or jarring. It is a predictable, reassuring rhythm. Every sound, every scent is a sign that the world is as it should be. It is a manifestation of Ma'at, the divine order, in the small, everyday moments of your life. You feel a sense of peace, of belonging. You are a part of this rhythm, a single, steady note in the song of the village. You begin your walk to the temple complex where you work. Your pace is unhurried, your mind calm and observant. This daily journey is a meditation in itself. You pass the edge of the village where the houses give way to the fields. Farmers are already at work, their silhouettes moving against the vibrant green of the young crops. You see the stark, beautiful line where the fertile land ends and the desert begins. On one side, Kemet, the black land, teeming with life, a gift from the river. On the other, Deshret, the red land, the vast, silent expanse of sand and rock, a place of chaos and eternity. You live your life on this sacred boundary, in the balance between the two. Your path brings you closer to the great river itself. You call it Iteru, simply the river, for there is no other. It flows with a steady, powerful grace, its surface glittering in the morning sun. You see the tall masts of boats moving slowly, carrying grain, stone, and people from one city to another. The river is the great highway of your land, the artery that carries its lifeblood. Its presence is a constant, reassuring murmur, the sound of Egypt's heart beating. And then you lift your gaze to the horizon, to the west, the land of the setting sun. There they stand, the great pyramids. They rise from the desert floor like man-made mountains, their lines so perfect they seem to have been placed there by the gods. To you, they are not silent, empty tombs. They are active, powerful, and sacred. They are the stairways by which the divine Pharaoh ascends to the heavens to take his place among the imperishable stars. They are a reminder of the first moment of creation, when the primordial mound that Ma'at is upheld, that the gods are pleased, and that your world is stable and secure. You feel a quiet strength flow through you, a sense of purpose. Your small daily work is a part of this great eternal order. You arrive at the temple precinct, passing through the great pylon gate that mirrors the shape of the horizon. The air inside the temple walls is different. It is quieter, more still. The scent of incense hangs faintly in the air. This is a sacred space, separated from the everyday world. You make your way to your designated workspace, a quiet chamber shielded from the sun. It is an ordered space, for your work is the work of order. You sit cross-legged on a clean mat on the floor and prepare your tools. This is a ritual you perform every day, a quiet centering of your mind and spirit. From a leather pouch you take out your scribe's palette. It is a long, narrow rectangle of wood, polished smooth by years of use, warm from the touch of your hands. At one end, 2 shallow wells are carved. These hold your ink. You examine the ink cakes. One is a deep, solid black, made from the soot of a fire mixed with a little gum from the acacia tree. This is the ink of the everyday, the ink for recording the endless details of life. The measure of grain, the payment of taxes, the verdict of a court. The other ink cake is a rich, earthy red, made by adding the fine dust of red ochre to the mix. This ink is special. It is for beginnings, for titles, for headings, for marking the start of a new chapter. It is for words of power, for the names of gods, for the sacred spells that guide the dead. It is the color of life, of energy, of magic. From a slot in your palette, you slide out a reed pen. It is a simple stalk of river reed, about the length of your forearm. You place the tip in your mouth and chew it gently, your teeth softening and fraying the fibers until they form a fine, delicate brush. Finally, you unroll your papyrus. The sound is a soft, dry rustle, the whisper of the river reeds from which it was made. You run your hand over its surface. It is a mosaic of pale, layered strips, pounded and pressed and polished, until it is a smooth, inviting canvas for your work. It is a precious thing, the fruit of much labor. You handle it with reverence. Your tools are ready. Your mind is calm. The world outside fades away. There is only this quiet room, this clean sheet of papyrus, and the sacred task that awaits. You dip the frayed tip of your reed brush into a small bowl of clean water. Then you touch it to with every stroke. You are not just recording facts. You are bringing form to thought. You are creating order from the unwritten void. Today, you are copying an inventory for the temple granaries. The columns must be perfect. The numbers precise. The names of the grains, the dates of their delivery, the measures of their quantity. All must be recorded without error. This is not tedious work. It is holy. By ensuring this record is true, you are ensuring the temple priests have what they need for the daily offerings. You are ensuring the workers who serve the gods receive their proper rations. You are playing your part in the great, interconnected web of service that keeps your society and the cosmos itself in balance. This is Ma'at in action. It is not an abstract idea. It is the fairness of a correct measure. It is the truth of an honest record. As a scribe, you are a priest of Thoth, the great ibis-headed god of wisdom, the one who gave the gift of writing to the world. Your work is your worship. The rhythm of the work is deeply calming. The dip of the brush into the ink, the smooth glide across the papyrus, the whisper of the reed, the slow, satisfying appearance of the neat, flowing lines of hieratic script. You are in a state of deep focus, a flow of quiet concentration. The world is reduced to this simple, profound act of creation. You are a guardian of memory, a weaver of order, and in the silent, sunlit peace of your workspace, you feel a deep and abiding sense of rightness. Your focus is absolute. The sun climbs higher in the sky, its light shifting through the high window of your chamber, but you barely notice. Your world is the papyrus scroll before you. You reach the end of a section. Now it is time for the red ink. You carefully clean your brush, and with the same deliberate motion, you prepare the red ink. It is vibrant, the color of lifeblood, of power. You dip your brush and write the heading for the next section. The red stands out against the pale background, a signpost, a declaration. It brings a new energy to the scroll, a sacred importance. The contrast between the black and the red is the contrast between the body and the spirit. But even today, with your simple inventory, the feeling of purpose is the same. Order is order. Truth is truth. Whether it is the truth of a god's name or the truth of a measure of barley, it is all part of the same great pattern. The hours pass in this state of peaceful concentration. There is no clock, only the slow movement of the sun and the steady progress of your work. The scroll fills with your neat, careful script. It is a thing of beauty, a testament to discipline and knowledge. It is a physical manifestation of a mind at peace, a life in balance. A subtle change in the quality of the light tells you that the day's work is coming to an end. The fierce white glare of midday has softened into a warm golden glow. Ra is beginning his descent, preparing for his nightly journey into the Duat, the hidden world. You carefully finish your last line of script. You clean your reed brush and place it back in its slot. You wipe the inkwells clean and gently roll the finished papyrus, tying it with a strip of linen. Your work is done. It is time to return home. You step out from the cool, dim temple precinct and back into the world. The air itself feels different. The intense heat of the day is lifting, replaced by a gentle, growing coolness that seems to rise from the earth itself. The sounds of the village have changed too. The sharp, industrious noises of the day, the clang of a metalsmith's hammer, the chipping of a stonemason's chisel, have faded. In their place are the softer sounds of homecoming, the cheerful chatter of men returning from the fields, their voices carrying in the clear air, the gentle bleating of goats being herded into their pens for the night, the rising aroma of evening meals being prepared in 100 different homes. The air is rich with new smells, the sharp, savory scent of onions and garlic roasting over a fire, the comforting aroma of lentil stew simmering in a clay pot. From a nobleman's walled garden nearby, the sweet, intoxicating fragrance of evening blooming flowers drifts on the breeze. This is the golden hour, the time of transition. The shadows are growing long and deep, painting the world in soft shades of gold and purple. It is a time of peace, a time of release. The day's labor is over. The community is coming back together. You feel the gentle rhythm of this transition in your own body, a slowing down, a turning inward. You walk homeward, your heart filled with a quiet sense of satisfaction and peace. You reach your home and open the door. The familiar sounds and smells of your own household welcome you. The main meal of the day has been prepared, and you all gather to share it. You sit on your familiar mats and low stools, the day's dust washed from your hands and face. The food is simple, but it is hearty and full of flavor. A thick, warming soup made from lentils or broad beans spiced with cumin and coriander. There are roasted onions, their sweetness brought out by the fire, and cool, crisp cucumbers. And always there is bread to dip into the soup, and the cool, nourishing beer to wash it all down. As a scribe, your family might also enjoy fish, caught fresh from the Nile and grilled over the coals, its flaky white meat a special treat. You eat with your fingers, from simple clay bowls, the act of sharing food, a powerful bond that ties you together. You speak of your day not in long detail, but in shared moments. The day's worries and efforts dissolve in the simple comfort of being together, safe within the walls of your home. After the meal, as the last light fades from the sky, a quiet time of leisure begins. Perhaps you bring out the Senate board. Its 30 squares are a map of a journey, and you and your children move your carved playing pieces across it, your fortunes dictated by the throw of the casting sticks. It is a simple game, but you know it is also a story. The story of the soul's journey through the afterlife, overcoming obstacles to reach the final paradise. Even in your play, you are connected to the great mysteries. The sounds of laughter are soft in the quiet room. The day is complete. The world outside your door is now completely dark. The time has come to light the lamp. You take a small, shallow bowl made of clay, filled with oil. A wick of twisted linen floats in it. You touch a flame to the wick, and a small, gentle light blossoms in the room. It is a warm, living light. Its flame dancing and flickering, casting soft, moving shadows on the walls. In a world without the great light of the sun, this tiny flame is your anchor. It pushes back the immense darkness of the night, creating a small, safe circle of warmth and light for your family. The house grows quiet. Your children, their eyes heavy with sleep, are guided to their beds. A soft murmur, a final good night, and then a profound stillness settles over your home. The sounds of the village have faded to a soft, low hum. The world feels vast and open. You have left the enclosed space of your home and entered a different realm, a space between the earth and the heavens. You unroll your mat on the hard, flat surface of the roof. You lie down, placing the cool, crescent-shaped headrest under your neck. The day is over. The journey of the night is about to begin. You lie on your back, your body relaxing completely into the support of the mat. The tension of the day releases from your muscles, flowing out of you and into the cool night air. You gaze upwards, and the universe opens up above you. The desert night is a wonder. The sky is not black, but a deep, profound indigo, and it is filled with a breathtaking multitude of stars. They do not twinkle faintly. They burn with a brilliant, steady silver fire. There are more stars than you could ever count, a shimmering, silent ocean of light. This is not an empty void. This is the realm of the gods. You feel a sense of awe, but not of smallness. You feel a sense of connection. You are looking at the body of a goddess. Your eyes adjust to the deep darkness, and the patterns in the sky become clear. You are not just seeing stars. You are reading a sacred, living map. You see the vast arching form of the sky goddess, Nut. Her body stretches from one horizon to the other, and the millions of stars are jewels sewn into her gown. She's the great mother, protecting the earth below. Each evening, she swallows the sun, and each morning she gives birth to it anew, ensuring the eternal cycle of day and night. Flowing through her body is a faint, milky river of light, the great celestial Nile. You know this as the path the gods travel, a river of divine energy. Your eyes find the familiar constellations, the holy figures you have known since you were a child. There, rising in the south, is the great constellation Sa, the celestial form of Osiris, the just and powerful god of the afterlife. He strides across the sky, a beacon for all souls who hope to be reborn into his eternal kingdom. And just behind him, following him faithfully, shines the brightest star in the entire sky, Sopdet, the goddess Isis, wife of Osiris, whose brilliant light is a promise of magic, of protection, of rebirth. You know that when Sopdet first rises just before the sun, the life-giving flood of the Nile is near. She is the bringer of abundance, the star of hope. You turn your gaze to the north. There, you see the 7 bright stars of Mesquichu, the thigh of the bull. These stars are different. They are the imperishables. While all other stars lying here under this canopy of gods, you feel completely safe. The universe is not random or chaotic. It is a divine story, a great and beautiful pattern, and you are a part of it. The cool night air settles around you like a soft blanket. The last sounds of the village have faded into a deep and profound silence. There is only the gentle whisper of the breeze and the vast, silent turning of the stars above. Feel the weight of your body on the mat. Feel the solid support of the earth beneath you. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest with each slow, easy breath. Breathe in and feel the cool, clean air of the desert night fill you. Breathe out and release the last remnants of your waking day. You are approaching the threshold of sleep. In your world, sleep is not an ending. It is not an absence. It is a journey. You know that sleep, the state of QDD, is a sacred passage. It is a gentle letting go. It is a small reflection of the great journey of Ra, the sun god, who has now entered the hidden world of the Duat, sailing his boat through the 12 hours of darkness, preparing to be reborn at dawn. Your sleep is a participation in this holy cycle. You are not losing consciousness. You are simply crossing a threshold into another state of being. You are letting your body rest so that your spirit may travel. There is nothing to fear in this darkness. The darkness is a womb, a place of rest and renewal. It is the necessary quiet that comes before the return of the light. Let your breathing be your guide. A slow, steady rhythm. In and out. Each breath takes you deeper, deeper into stillness, deeper into peace. Your body grows heavy, heavy and relaxed. Your limbs feel soft and loose. Your mind, which worked so hard to create order during the day, can now let go of that effort. It can become soft and receptive. You are safe. You are held. You are drifting on a gentle current towards the sacred shores of sleep. You are now floating in the space between worlds. The world of waking is behind you. The world of dreams is before you. You know that you do not make your dreams. You see them. The dream, RSW.T, is not an invention of your mind. It is an awakening. So let go now. Let go completely. Allow yourself to drift into this sacred space, a world of symbols, a world of whispers, a world of gentle truth. Allow the journey of the night to begin. Rest now. Rest deeply. Travel well through the peaceful darkness of the Duat, and know that, just as surely as the sun god Ra will complete his journey, you too will be reborn, refreshed and whole with the coming of the morning light. Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep.